Welcome to Music in the Making. We are 3 high school and junior high music teachers from West Central Illinois. Each week we will talk about our experiences in the classroom, community, and personal lives too. We're no experts by any means, but any help we can provide to our audience of music friends is why we pursue this new venture. Please welcome your hosts, Lisa Hallen, Art Martinez, and Kevin Ferry.
You don't use it.
Just comparing him to a 8-year-old girl.
Hey, guess what?
Please no.
I've already started recording.
That's illegal.
It's
You
not
need
illegal.
to ask for consent before
No,
you
we're just
record
gonna
me.
start. We're just gonna start talking, and then it's gonna start the music's gonna fade out, and then we're gonna start fading in like we're pros. Hello, everyone who is listening to this. Welcome to the very inaugural episode of That Is Music in the Making. Your 3 hosts here: myself, Art Martinez,
Lisa Hallen.
and
I'm Kevin Ferry.
Kevin Ferry. So all 3 of us teach in the most wonderful town ever, Monmouth, Illinois, in the MR238. Really excited to be doing this project. It's definitely awkward because most of the time we just talk with each other on Fridays and hang out. But now that we're sharing it with everyone, I think it's a bit exciting. And what was the word that you used, Mr. Ferry?
I don't remember.
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic. Let's be therapeutic.
I remember what
Therapeutic.
Mr. Ferry says.
So I think for our first episode, we're just going to talk a little bit about ourselves and so how long we've been teaching and in general and just the levels that we teach. And believe it or not, we actually just finished setting up for junior high solo and ensemble, which I think that will be our next episode because I'm sure there's going to be a lot that's going to be talked about for next week. So, Miss Hallen, would you like to start things off? Introduce yourself.
I would love to do that because just like I'm starting this off, I also start off our performing music education classes with 5th grade band.
5th grade
Of course,
band.
we have general music before that, but
So for 5th grade band, what does that entail? What does that mean?
that means I get to teach hot cross buns.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Just so you know, that's my phone, and it goes boing, yoing, yoing, yoing.
Only the most important texts get that sound. So
That's right.
It's clearly.
Yep.
That's right. I think we're already getting audience participation.
Anyway, sorry.
Do you want to share with the class?
No, I'm not going to have Siri read my text message.
That'll be next episode.
One of the things that we're trying to do is be organic as humanly possible. So
Yeah. So this will probably not be clean cut. There will probably be people running in and being like, "Hey, I need something," and I think that's part of it too. Is that when you try to do anything as a teacher, even when you think you're done, there's always just something else. So I think keeping it, like Mr. Ferry said, organic as best we can. I think that kind of just makes it just more true to itself. So
back to Lisa.
back
and
to
what she
Lisa,
does.
yeah.
So I teach 5th and 6th grade band at Central. We start our band program 5th grade in the fall semester, and it kind of changes how the program is every year. This year, I see my 5th graders 3 times a week for lessons, getting them started on their instruments, and then 6th graders have lessons with another music teacher, Mrs. Pickerel, and then I do full band once a week with our 6th graders. But that's my end of my day. I start my day at the high school where I teach our non-audition concert band, 2 sections of piano class and a production tech class, which is theater technology and some electronic music type things.
So just when you think that we don't have enough hats, we come up with other classes and things, and we just teach the crap out of it.
Yep.
It's great. It's a good time.
And we introduced that class during COVID year, first year,
So just
totally
to let,
online.
Just to let our audience know, we are a relatively small school. We have a high school of 525 kids, and we are very fortunate to have 2 band directors and a choir director, and that one of our band directors also teaches 2 sections of class piano and a production tech class at a school of 525. We think is pretty amazing that we get the support that we do to be able to do all of that.
Yeah, true. Well, how about going off of that, Mr. Ferry? Why don't you tell us who you are and how long you've been teaching?
Right.
And
Sure. My name's Kevin Ferry. I've been teaching now for 25 years, finishing my 25th year. This is my 14th year at Monmouth Roseville. I teach junior high and high school choir. Our high school choir is broke. We have 4 class periods of high school choir. We have our Madrigal Singers, which is our audition group. We have 2 sections of mixed choir, which is just anybody that wants to be in choir can be in that group. And then I have treble Madrigal Singers, which is our second level of audition. And then we come down to the junior high and have junior high choir. But we also have the luxury down here at the junior high of our school district hired a retired music teacher to teach voice lessons throughout the day down here. So it's a pretty cool little setup.
so I can be a witness to all that. There's a good chance there's about 5 adults right now in just the choir alone, and I'm in the band room with 40 kids. So talk about being blessed, though. It's really great. All right, well, going off of that, my name is Art Martinez. I'm in my 6th year of teaching overall. I taught in a town just south of here for about 5 years. Definitely a great place to kind of get your feet wet. Fresh out of college, just trying to learn the ropes of things. For those of you who maybe are first years or maybe student teaching, it's okay to kind of learn the first few years and just make a lot of mistakes. That's what honestly what makes a great educator is experiences, not even positive ones, just ones that maybe just went horribly wrong. I definitely had some of those. So, but I'm thankful I went through those hard times because it just made me, I think, a stronger organizer, a stronger teacher. Man, Mr. Ferry's popular.
I'm a popular guy tonight, I guess.
Oh, man.
I guess
Of course,
it's Friday. Well, once we get done with this podcast, we're supposed to go eat, and my wife wants to know what time we're eating. So that's important.
That is important. It is
Yeah.
important. But don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, so this is my first year at Monmouth Roseville. So I'm technically... Your wife is very hungry, isn't she?
It's organic, man. I don't know.
She just said, "Hey, I'm bothering you during your podcast."
Look.
I can't read.
Oh, was it?
It starts with the same
Oh.
We have an
It's
audience
2
today,
letters.
so
Yeah, but
live studio audience.
yeah,
Yeah,
we have a live
exactly.
studio audience of 2. And they're heckling
Yeah.
us. So
Anyway.
maybe not that organic. Are you
Organic
gonna
some.
silence my phone?
Yes.
There you
That's so
go.
rude.
I do
so
what I
rude.
want.
No organic says.
Yeah, no, I think
so.
the major point for us, not only is it therapeutic, but we've all had our own experiences. We've had joint experiences, and one of the things that I think we work very hard, and it's not really hard work to do, is we try to make sure that we have one common goal, and the common goal is to have the best music department that we can have. We know that no matter what size the school, that there can be conflicts between the instrumental side of things and the vocal side of things, or the orchestral side of things, or even the theater side of things. And we work very hard to make sure that doesn't happen. We have a common goal all the time of what can make our music department better. And we never tell each other no. We look into things, we research things, and see if they can work and how can we make them work. The other part of that is we don't take no for an answer very easily. If we feel like we are in the right, we will continue to push until that we're done talking about it. No happens. So we encourage all of the younger teachers and quite honestly any teachers, music teachers, that you're the expert in the classroom. You're the expert in the building. You're the expert in the district. You are the one that knows what you need, what your students need. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to do what's best for kids. So always advocate for yourself and your program and your kids so that they get the best experience possible.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. And honestly, being my first year at Monmouth Roseville, I'm very thankful to be a part of it all. So I do high school band as well. The beginning of the year, Lisa and I co-teach marching band, always a ton of fun. But then as the year progresses, we split off to do 2 different ensembles. So she does the concert band, which is our kind of like our developing ensemble. So our freshmen, sophomores, or students who love band but they want to pursue athletics a little bit more, which is, we fully support that. That's just how it is. And then we move on to high school piano as well. So I teach the beginners as well for that. And then for what's actually also unique, I think, for us is percussion class. Traditionally we have percussion with concert ensembles all morning. But then to have an individual class just to work on percussion techniques, I think is really, really unique. It's something I've never heard of myself. I'm sure it existed, but just never personally experienced. So it's a lot of fun to kind of just dig deep and to kind of take the band apart like that regularly, focus on the winds in the morning, mid-morning going, and then working with the percussion alone.
I think most band directors would agree that the percussionists in the concert ensemble spend a lot of time doing nothing, like throwing pencils at the ceiling or
Setting timpani on
fire or, putting drumsticks down a sousaphone bell.
Oh, yeah. Because percussionists, that's why you got to watch them constantly.
Yeah, for sure. So, no, I think overall we feel very, very blessed to teach where we teach. We have a very supportive community. We have a very supportive Board of Education, very supportive administration, and they allow us to experiment. They allow us to try new things. They allow us to be wrong, and like Art said earlier, it's okay. We shift or pivot, right? If something's not working, we got to pivot. So we just want to share with you our experiences from week to week and how we do things and what topics come up. We have no idea. Like, we're not going to have a certain format for this. There might be shows where something's a hot button issue for us. For example, next week we'll probably talk a lot about solo and ensemble contests and how we format our solo and ensemble contests and what we do when we're hosting solo and ensemble contests, because we do that a lot. And maybe you'll get some ideas out of it. Maybe you won't. But we're just going to talk about what we do and see, hopefully it helps some of you.
Right. Exactly. I think, there's a lot of podcasts out there already, and I don't think that, we're going to make it as unique as everybody else, but I think the more, as a teacher, we're always striving to be better, and I think the more things that we hear from others, especially if it's the same message, the more we hear that, often we just know that, like, okay, if this is what everyone's doing, then this must be the right thing, especially if they are successful. But also don't mistaken us saying, like, well, we have this, we have that, as something that just happened. This is years and years of previous directors. Mr. Ferry, like he said, he's been here for a very long time, so he didn't have what did you say? You started with, like, one choir, right?
Yeah. My first schedule at Monmouth Roseville was first hour study hall, second hour study hall, third hour mixed choir, fourth hour mixed choir, and fifth hour on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday was study hall. On Tuesdays and Thursdays was preschool.
And now remind us what you do now.
Madrigal singers, mixed choir, treble madrigal singers, junior high choir.
So you went from almost no choir every day to
That's
choir,
all I do.
So
that's all I do.
I think for some of us or people who are listening who are like, I have 80 study halls, but the best part is obviously when I get to use my degree. Use that one ensemble as your, like, launching pad of and putting all your effort into that, so that it becomes not one ensemble, but next year 2, then a couple years 3, then you have extracurriculars. So again, don't take what we're saying as like it's the only way to do it, but of course we just want to help and make sure to verify that there are ways of doing it. Even if you're in rural areas like ours, we can still accomplish great music, and for the kids' sake and for ours as well. So, Lisa, anything to add to any of that?
I really like our school. I think we're awesome.
Dynamite drop in, Monty.
I was gonna say, if anything,
What?
if
It's a reference to a movie.
I don't see
It's
those.
Major League. It's like a early 90s movie. It's
One
of the
thing you'll
really
learn about-
I wasn't born.
we should probably edit that out.
What?
Sorry, this isn't TV. I gave her the side eye.
One of these days we'll have a cue for that. We'll have like a, and now.
Yeah,
Side eye.
not a
from
side eye
Ferry.
from,
Yeah.
from Kevin Ferry.
Then we'll have like some sort of intro music and all that. We'll know what's going on.
Spinning song. Spinning song.
Yes. Yeah, one of the things that you learn is as you set up for solo and ensemble, you start getting tired. Crazy things just start coming out.
Kevin was so hyped today. Like,
I'm excited. It's solo and ensemble time.
and
Like,
podcast time.
This is my jam. Like
Yeah.
I love solo and ensemble.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would say one thing that I learned is coming to wine with Roseville is solo and ensemble is like not only like let's get down to business. Hopefully we don't get demonetized for that, but
You aren't making any money anyway.
but hey, we could be.
We don't need comments from the peanut gallery.
Yet.
Supposed to be our silent partners.
Anyway, but Monmouth Roseville takes solo and ensemble season very seriously. The high school experience, which we probably will talk about next week, and we'll
Yeah.
start with that. And then the junior high experience as well, I think is going to be monumental. We won't get too far into it, but it definitely takes a village when setting up for an event like this. If you are by yourself trying to do an event, always reach out to parents to like get you going. There's always the band family that's like, we're all in for band. And we love those students, and we want to encourage those students. But we also want to encourage those students for their friends to help out as well. We have a job that wears many hats regularly. Not only do we have to plan for our rehearsals, but we also have to manage this. We have to manage our books. We have to make sure that we're keeping track of the student, student grades and things. There's many things that we do besides the actual music part. And for us to, if there's any ways we can get help from others, I think that's most important. So we all worked together. It was myself, Kevin, Lisa. We had one of the accompanists, Al Silber. Say hi, Al.
What's up?
That's one sup from Al. We even had
First of many, probably.
the future Mr. Hallen. Sorry, Mr. Fornoff.
Well, he's currently Mr. Fornoff.
Well, I guess it's but it's gonna stay that way. Once the future Fornoff also be also like Lisa's gonna get married at some point next year, so we're definitely gonna have her dad sponsor the podcast that day. So don't be surprised if we have a booth and we're just like going. Kevin
my
and I.
God.
Oh yeah,
going
we're
for
definitely podcasting from the wedding.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
So
God.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
don't
for
worry.
sure.
Lisa will be dancing
For
and eating
sure.
cake and stuff.
And
We're
by
gonna
that
do the
time,
play-by-play.
after this week's episode, we'll probably have 3 followers.
Oh yeah.
Like Lisa's parents.
Oh yeah.
My mom will follow.
Yeah, I'll see if my wife will do it. I don't know if she will. She might-
my wife
she
won't.
might be
She'll be
busy.
like, "No, you guys sound stupid."
I'd
And-
rather text you.
Yeah,
during the show.
during the show. But when we have our dozens of followers a year from now,
They're gonna want to know the play-by-play of the wedding.
Yeah.
I think our followers will all dozen
We're,
of
we'll,
them.
next
and we'll do
row.
it like golf. We're like, and here's the rings.
Oh, we could do the.
Do the what a beautiful done by Mr.
Yeah.
Fornoff putting that ring on the finger. Okay, and here comes Mr.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it'll be great. It'll be a fun time a
Yeah.
year from now. So.
And then we're gonna get up and sing.
Oh yeah. We're gonna sing Ice Castles.
We are Ice Castles.
That's also an inside joke, which we'll all let you know about, I'm sure, sometime. That's a great time.
Right now I'm picturing like you're gonna be up in the choir loft of the church, so you can see everything.
Yes.
Up on the scaffolding that might be up.
Yeah, and then the marching band will come up too. We'll have the whole shebang.
Through the Eyes of Love.
Yeah. That's Seasons of Love. Through the Eyes of Love.
No Seasons of Love.
Oh, okay, all right. Just
No,
wanna
that's
make sure.
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. So, yeah, that's right. We have a student singing that. Seasons.
Stop.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Nobody is listening to this podcast to listen to you sing.
Tomorrow maybe. Well, they'll have to get through the whole episode in order to know what's going on. So.
Yeah, I promise next time we'll be a little more organized, and we're just trying to be organic, and we're a little funny, we think.
We try to.
I mean, Miss Hallen's not, but Art and I are.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because she hasn't seen movies and we have.
It's got to be your bowl. She doesn't know that movie.
If you know that reference, you're cool.
Email amartinez at mrt38.org.
No,
We have our own email.
Oh, do we?
Yeah,
didn't
I set
know
it
that.
up.
if you know that movie, leave a review and let us know.
Yeah, and do a 5-star.
What's our
That'd be
email?
Great. Our email is musicinthemakingpod@gmail.com. You can send us questions or reviews or say, hey, I know that movie.
No middle finger emojis.
No
please.
middle finger
Just
emojis,
smiling poop
please.
faces.
Smiling.
Just- yes.
Smiling pile of poo emojis.
Yes. Yeah, that's all we will accept. That's all we will accept. Well, I think that's a great first introduction.
I'm freaking hungry. Let's go.
Same.
Eat. Look, it's Lent and I didn't swear. You're
I'm
welcome.
so proud of you.
We're trying to keep the podcast clean.
Yes.
Keep it clean,
exactly.
people.
We are
Keep it
going
clean.
to.
This isn't educational. This is a how-to, as Spotify likes to put it. Well, thanks guys for your time. Looking forward to next
You're an
week.
awesome host, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, A+.
I try. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. We will talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.